Often in prayer, you don't see things right away. Many times you don't. And there are times, listen, God can say no and he can say wait. But many times you don't see it and you might give up. And yet God sometimes doesn't answer us right away with that where it may be a yes, but because of building faith and perseverance. And times may go by and you might see, it seems like it's over and you might give up, but it may not be something you're supposed to give up on. Zechariah, the father of John the Baptist, is in the temple. And the angel says to him, Zechariah, God has heard your prayers. Now think about it. Zechariah is old. We think of Zechariah as the one who doubted, but he had a lot of faith before that. He's praying. It means that what the angel's saying is, Gabriel, you've been praying for this, Zechariah. You've been praying to have a child. Now he's long past, his wife is past the age of having a child. So they must have been praying for a long time. When they got married, not long after, they might have a child. When they were young and they got married, younger than we do by an average. And so he must have been praying for a long time. Lord, we want a child. We want a child. Now looks like it's all past. And the angel says, you've been praying. Now, Zechariah had to be praying probably for years and years. And he says, God has heard your prayer. Now, it's probably years later, God has heard it. Interesting, because Zechariah's real name in Hebrew is Zachariah. Try it. Zachariah. Zachariah, that's where we get Zechariah from, or Zechariah. And here it says that his name means God has remembered. Now, the angel just said God has heard, but the prayers were probably prayed a long time ago, and his name means God has remembered. God doesn't forget the prayers. Says he has all this. He keeps it. Prayers go up to God like incense. Prayers you prayed years ago, you might have forgotten. He doesn't forget. God will not forget your prayers. You remember when Cornelius is praying up, and also the angel says, your prayers have ascended as a memorial. Like God has been watching you pray for years, Cornelius. And now God's going to answer it. So the parable goes right along with the famous words of God to you, Jesus to you, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. Does that mean everything you ask for you'll get? No, it never says that. But you'll get something if you're asking in faith. God will give you either what you're asking for or what you need, which is better, but if it's not the same. The neighbor is asking, seeking, and knocking. And again, it's all about prayer. So this must be, this must be an important thing. Now the Greek tense, some of you may know, some of you may not know, when he says ask and it shall be given, seek and you'll find. The Greek tense in the Bible is not ask and you'll receive. It's in asking or in continuous asking you shall receive. In seeking, not just seek, but in seeking God or in continuous seeking you will find. And in not just knock, but in knocking. You ever knock on a door for a long time? You shall be given. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. If you don't know it's a no, it might be a no, that's fine. You accept it from the Lord. But then say, Lord, give me your will, because God has something better. Keep seeking. In my house, I'm often downstairs. And someone knocks on the door, I have to, break from what I'm doing. I got to run, get up the stairs, go up there, and sometimes I get there and they're gone. They gave up. Or maybe maybe it's happened to you. Somebody's knocking at the door, and you can raise your hand in a moment if I'm going to ask you, and you're not fully presentable. You're not fully dressed. Has that ever happened to anybody here? Yeah. And so the thing is that you get yourself quickly, you're getting on the thing, you're getting yourself ready, and you run down, and sometimes they couldn't wait their away. And, you can pray, and you don't see the answer, and you give up, and yet the answer could be on its way. It says, keep on. This whole parable here is against the idea that you just ask once, and you seek once, and you knock once, although there may be times God does that, but that's not the normal thing here. The point here is he kept, the guy was shameless. He just didn't matter that they were sleeping, didn't matter they were in the bed. He just kept doing it. And because he kept doing it, he was answered. That's what Jesus is telling you. That's what Messiah is telling you. First, it's got to be God's will. We know that. First, it's got to be God's will, but if it is, and if you're not sure, you just seek, Lord, that or something that is your will. Hi, I'm Jonathan Cahn, and I hope you were blessed with the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. Feel free to share your reactions with your comments and how you were blessed, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.